Hey guys, this is Abhishek from Technics Media, and today we are going to do a quick hardware tour of HTC One, which we have right now. This phone is pretty good in terms of the overall build quality, in terms of the overall looks. HTC has come up with a great phone which looks pretty good, as you can see. If we talk about the build quality of this device, the build quality of the device is quite premium, and it does feel quite premium in your hand as well. If you take a look, this is the silver variant which we have. It has a camera which is called the ultra pixel camera, which is actually a camera which has two 4 megapixel sensors, and the size of the sensor is 1:3. If we actually compare this one with the other phones like iPhone 5 and others, it has an 8.1 megapixel camera actually in terms of the overall comparison. And if in terms of the resolution, it is actually giving you much higher resolution photos as compared to the other phones having the same camera. And you do have an LED flash over here. You have a secondary mic over here. On the top you have the power and sleep key, which is actually an infrared port as well. You have an infrared receiver and transmitter inside this, and then you have the 3.5mm audio jack, and here you have volume rocker, as you can see, which is actually inside the body, which is not coming outside. It is actually on the edge of the phone, approximately at the same level as the edge. The edge of the phone is 4mm in thick basically at this point, and at the bottom you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. You have a mic here which is the primary mic actually, and if we talk about the SIM card, it does support micro SIM card basically, not the normal size SIM card. You have a high definition display on this device in terms of the display quality. In terms of the overall colors which you see on the display, the colors are pretty nice. Let me just show you some of the photos in the gallery so that you can have an idea about the colors. So here is one photo, as you can see, which is again looking pretty nice in terms of the overall colors. In terms of the overall color, the display is quite nice while rendering these colors. The quality of color reproduction is quite good on this device. The saturation of color is again quite good. And if we talk about the viewing angles on the device are again quite good. I can view what is there on the screen at least at this angle as well, because of the amazing display, because the display is actually at the same level at the glass, so you can actually see a lot more things on the display even at wide viewing angles basically. Talk about the hardware of the device. The hardware of the device has Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean out of the box, and the processor is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 chip processor, which is a quad-core 1.7 GHz processor. The storage in which this device comes is 32 GB and 64 GB, and out of which around 23 GB is actually available to the user. And if we talk about RAM, it has 2 GB of DDR2 RAM, whereas the battery is 2300 mAh battery. And if I talk about the front camera has 88 wide angle lens. And if we talk about the sound, HTC has actually placed dual speakers at the top and the bottom on the front side, and you get good amount of good quality and loud sound from these speakers, which is around 93 decibels if we talk about in details. And if I talk about the camera features, in a shooting mode, it has the slow motion video recording capability as well. It has the HTC Zoe feature, which is again quite good. You can see that feature by clicking on the annotation link right now. It has the HTC boom sound. And then if we talk about other features of the camera, it does have retouch, object removal, always smile, and sequence shot. And